as you might have seen everyone and their moms talking about this, a new ban list just got put in Master Duel, and holy crap, is it something. So for those of you guys who do need to just get up to date as to what this Master Duel ban list does, here you go. First of all, Destiny Hero Celestial from 3 to 0. This is actually a pretty good hit for the DPE engine, which kind of means that there's a lot less you can do after DPE gets removed or anything, and because Celestial can banish itself and Dasher from your graveyard to then draw you 2 cards when you have nothing in hand, it can fix hands, and it can take very cutthroat duels and give you a somewhat unfair advantage being a pot of greed. So this is a pretty good hit in my opinion, but anyways, that's my take, and this also means you have to run other targets instead of just Celestial Dasher, which means, well, the brick might be even worse since, well, Celestial is actually an okay normal summon. Next, we have Imperial Order from 1 to 0. This is beautiful, thank God. A hit to Eldritch is a hit to everyone's sorrow in my book, and more importantly, it's just helping resolve the more toxic side of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which are floodgates, which no one really enjoys, do they? So this is a welcome sight. Everyone has been clamoring for this, especially since the TCG got rid of this in like, what, last year? And then next we have Vanity's Emptiness. Of course, this is a bit of a bit of a chungy wungy if you ask me. Vanity's Emptiness is a very weird tech card in certain strategies, and it's also used in Eldritch, so no one really likes it, so having it banned is pretty nice. And next, bet you didn't see this coming, so Bamboozling Concept Shadow. This has been used in Virtual World, I don't know why, but more importantly in PK Rongo variants, where they would just make Rongo and then they'd make Gossip Shadow, and then put Gossip Shadow under Rongo, giving it 5 materials. So now, the only deck that can realistically do this, can realistically make Rongo now, are 6 Sams. And you know you barely see them. And they're a deck that genuinely has a win condition of decking someone out with Max C other than Flower Guardians. So this is an interesting hit, but I don't think it was used in anything else that's relevant, so this is a fine hit in my opinion. Of course, they could have just hit Rongo, but to be fair, if a 6-Sam pulls Rongo on you, I'd say they kind of deserve it, to be honest. Next, yep, this is on the thumbnail, True King of All Calamities. Oh boy, this already happened like late 2020, early 2021, I think, in the TCG. So people were just waiting for it to happen to Master Duel. People lost hope because there's an icon for True King of All Calamities. But well, now we know that there's a potential for Hulk to be banned. There's a potential for something like, let's say, Skill Drain to be banned, even though I don't think it will be. There's a potential for Colossus to be banned because, well, True King has an accessory, yet now it's banned. This is a very toxic card in things like True Draco, in things like Generator, which it can run, or more importantly, Virtual World, which turbos this thing out as their win condition, and now lets the deck actually do its own intended purpose, which is just make level 6 and level 9 synchros, as well as level 6, rank 3 XC's monsters like absolutely no one's business. So now the deck has a little more individuality, even though it has adventures in, and I think it's just overall really fun promoting addition to the ban list. I'm really happy with this. Next off, we have Fusion Destiny. Yeah, people who play DPE are not getting a break. So at this point, only hero decks are really gonna run DPE anymore, to be honest. Putting this to 1, as well as putting Celestial to 0, does mean that your targets are way more brickier, and you have to make it with Verte now, so it's not that great of a card to run anymore, not in my opinion. You could give yours in the chat, in the comments below though. But anyways, that's a really funny hit in my opinion. And then that. Yeah, what the fuck? But now here's the weird hit here. Crossout Designator. What the fuck, Konami? I'm serious. What are you smoking? Crossout is not a problem. What's with this? This is a weird hit, and I crafted 2, so thank God I only have to get rid of 1. But still, what's the point of this? Next hit is Meow Meow Moo. This is a good hit. This is genuinely good, because Prank Kids Adventures are not the best deck, because of the fact that they have access to 3 Meow Meow Moos. They can 1-card combo as many turns as they need to if they don't win immediately. Now they only really have 1 pump at it unless they recycle Meow Meow Moo in any way, shape, or form. I think this is a really good hit. If they ban this, I wouldn't mind it particularly because, well, Prank Kids, honestly, they're just a bit too good. I would rather play against something like Marenses, which is in a similar vein, a 1-card combo, 2-card combo deck with link climbing, but it's a lot more balanced. So it's really nice to see this to go to 1 as it has in the TCG, which is an odd similarity between this and there, except the TCG now has it banned. So that's a good hit as well. It's hitting another top deck. Next, oh boy, the freaking Altergeist players, the 2 Altergeist players, including DZeef, you gotta be really happy right now. So Multi-Faker to 2 is really good because it's a starter in the deck. Basically, the way Altergeists work is that you set a bunch of traps, and then once you activate one, you can summon Multi-Faker from your hand and then summon an Alter from your deck to your side of the field, which then next turn allows you to go full fucking combo. So this is a really good card in that strategy, and it was way slower because they only had access to 1, which meant if you got rid of that copy, they had no gas whatsoever, unless they had like 3 extenders in hand. So this is a really good addition. I would like to see this come to 3 cope, but whatever. That's a really nice addition. And then Gazelle, the scars from the toss format have started to lift. Gazelle to 2 is fine. At 3 it doesn't really do anything, as you've seen in the TCG, which is a weaker format overall in terms of power level, at least in terms of like the sheer number of stupid decks that are in there. So this is a good hit. I have a friend who just got into playing Salads, so I think they'll be really happy to see that this is going to 2 from 1 now, because it's just a good card. Next, Tenki 2/2. This is a hit we've seen to Tri-Brigades, even though Tri-Brigades are now, I don't think they're tiered anymore. I should check, but it's a nice card to see going to 2. At least it does hurt the consistency of literally any BBW deck, but Zoo tries are a bit toxic in my opinion. I'm just saying, man, having access to Dryden is a bit much, and because they didn't hit it here, I think this is a fair compromise, with Fractal being a 2. So now you realistically only have 4 of those starters, which while isn't a huge hit, I still think it's fine. This is a bit of a controversial one, I'll say. Skill Drain to 2. I would rather it be at 1, if not 0, but at the same time, I do play Dinomorphia, which I need Skill Drain to actually function, please. Yeah, so while you can make the argument that Skill Drain is very toxic, it also helps some decks actually live. This is a good hit though. I'm actually really happy about this because otherwise, I hate Skill Drain. Screw skill, right? I have no skill, which means once Skill Drain's activated, I have literally nothing on the field left, man, come on. Otherwise, I'm really happy. Skill Drain's going to 2, pretty pog. We saw this coming. This happened in like the TCG. I'm mainly using the TCG as like a comparison factor here. It's pretty good. And that's it. So that was a pretty interesting ban list. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. But I'm really excited for this. It's definitely done a lot more than the previous one, and because the previous hits did hit things like, let's say, Prank Kids with Prank Kids Roxy's to 2 and stuff, I think this definitely is gonna change the meta a lot. If you look at the tier list currently, at least the top 3-ish decks are being hit, and well, this sets a new precedent for Master Duel, because usually in Duel Links, they have this thing called the KC Cup, which is basically the Duelist Cup. And after that, they normally release a ban list. So now that we know that that kind of pattern at least has occurred now, we can expect every 3 or so months to have a ban list and have a format change in Master Duel. So thank God it's not going to be the same stale garbage where it's only going to keep on getting power crept, at least power crept by a huge extent. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this coverage, and please do let me know what you think about this. Peace.